We're at a riverside pub in Wareham, just the right place for Pete to drink beer and Lynn to eat tea and cake. I'm doing a disservice actually, one of those slices of cake is mine. Remember that, Lynn? One of those slices of cake are mine. This is the end of the navigable river. They can't get under that bridge there, except for the odd canoe. And this is the square, and it's all rather nice and picturesque. We're standing at the top of the cliffs above Kimmeridge Bay on the Dorset coast. There's a car park down there, and it doesn't really come out in this, but it's absolutely heaving with cars. It's Good Friday, bank holiday, so I'm awfully glad I'm up here rather than down there. These bluebell woods are just unbelievable.
This is the village of Tyneham in Dorset, and it's a ruined village because in 1943, in the Second World War, the Ministry of Defence requisitioned the area, and when the war was over they didn't actually give it back to the inhabitants. They kept it as Ministry of Defence training ground. So the buildings that you can see mostly from the 18th century, 19th century are now in ruins. The road here to my left is the main street of the village. You can see with the phone box, this was the post office, the second one in. The first house was a shepherd's house, then there was a labourer's house, and on the end was the house of the schoolmistress. In those days they didn't have any electricity or water on tap, and everything was brought in by cart. The milk from the cows from the farm up the road was taken 7 miles to Wareham by cart. There was a fish from the village down on the coast called...
This is Corfe Castle Station. It's one of these steam railway lines that's kept going by volunteers. Corfe Castle is a village named after the castle which still exists in bits up there. It was blown up during the Civil War. The owners of castles tended to side with the king, which was a fatal mistake, because after they lost the war, the parliamentarians tended to blow up their castles. And we are going to travel a couple of stops down and walk back along that ridge there, the Purbeck Ridge.
Plenty of time, sir. Plenty of time.
They don't make them like this anymore. We're coming down off the ridge into Corfe now, and there is an enormous field of oilseed rape, and it is just amazing. Well, I can show you, but you can't smell, is the heady fragrance.
This is Stowborough Heath in Dorset near Wareham, and it's an example of lowland heath, which is what we have in Staffordshire, but down here there's quite a lot of southern species which are more interesting perhaps. It's covered at the moment in the yellow blossom of gorse, which is really scenting the air. I didn't really know it had such a wonderful scent, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. And sometimes in the grass you can see other little spring flowers, which we haven't yet identified. But it is absolutely such a gorgeous day for late April. I am now. This is the view from Bindon Hill over the village of West Dulworth, above West Dulworth Cove. Quintessentially English landscape. What we have here is a fossil forest. We're on the beach about to the east of Lulworth Cove, and these rounded structures, which are quite large in circumference, are the fossil remains of trees, probably actually cycads, although the notice that's at the top there just says that the trees have gone and this is the algae around the tree. It's a bit difficult to interpret, and I think they probably are quite ancient, and this is more a cycad than the sort of trees that we have these days.